25th. Two bantamweight elites clash for LFA supremacy. Undefeated inside the LFA cage, 135-pound standout, Casey Tanner, looks to make it 3 in a row on his quest for gold.
I'm ready to fight the best in the world.
His opponent, 8-1 jiu-jitsu standout, Michael Sear, has his sights set on adding another highlight reel to his already impressive resume.
He got it! Oh, submission! Man, I want to grab you, I want to get close, bust you up, make it nasty.
Bello in trouble, there's a tap!
The Valley of the Sun will play host to an electric night and a main event that is sure to be fireworks.
What is up, LFA Nation? Welcome to the LFA 220 preliminary bouts on the LFA Fight Network. Ron Kruk, joined by former UFC great and LFA alum Alan Jouban. Great to have you back, my man. You just saw the main event. What a matchup we have between two top prospects as Casey Tanner throws down with Michael Sear. This is going to be a good one, my man.
Yeah, I mean, I think the common phrase you're going to hear me say tonight is complete fighter. Both of these guys are really complete fighters. Michael Sear, so creative on the mat, willing to stand and trade, but then he does his handiwork when the fight hits the mat. And you look at Casey Tanner, I mean, he's at that level. You know, one loss on Dana White Contender Series. He's ready to get that loss back and get to the big show.
And that loss, if he was on the Contender Series this season, I think he would have got a contract because that was an epic fight. If you have not yet done so, sign up for UFC Fight Pass. Go to UFCFightPass.com. UFC Fight Pass is the exclusive home of the LFA. We have 3 preliminary bouts coming your way, and it begins with a back-to-back fights in the middleweight division. There is the lineup first. 18-year-old phenom Delton Kaufmann makes his pro debut against Caleb Jensen. Veteran Jarome Woodbury returns to the octagon to face with a Daniel Gladfelter. And we will conclude with a big flyweight matchup between undefeated Lívio Ribeiro and Richard Mahan. We are going to get things rolling, and the tale of the tape, which is powered by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Delton Kaufmann, still in high school. He's only 18 years old. He meets 32-year-old Caleb Jensen, who is 14 years his elder. Kaufmann is 2 inches taller, weighed in almost 2 pounds heavier, and will try and utilize almost a 3-inch reach advantage. Now, to kick off the LFA 220 preliminary bouts, here is the voice of the LFA Octagon, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube for continuing preliminary action here at LFA 220. We are set to go now for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Middleweight Division. Brought to you tonight by Gila River Resorts, voted #1 by USA Today's 10 best casinos outside of Las Vegas. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This striker stands 6'1", weight in 183.8 pounds. He holds a 1-2 professional record with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Representing Red Iron Forge, fighting out of Rogers, Arizona, Caleb, the native warrior, Jensen. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a grappler and striker standing 6'3", weight in 185.6 pounds tonight. He makes his professional debut. Representing Power MMA, fighting out of Mesa, Arizona, Delton Typhoon Kaufmann. Your referee in charge of the action, Gustav Gibson.
All right, fighters, went over the rules in the back. Follow the rules at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Project yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Go back to your corners.
Truthfully, Alan, a kid versus a man, as 18-year-old Delton Kaufmann there with the red tape and pink shorts makes his pro debut against Caleb Jensen. He's got the white trunks and blue tape. We are underway. LFA middleweight action. Delton Kaufmann getting a lot of shine, but it's Jensen attacking that lead leg to begin.
18 years old. I can't imagine making his pro debut at such a young age. When you look at the wrestling record, I mean, he's a credentialed grappler. 148-2 was his wrestling record in high school.
Crazy. Riding back-to-back state wrestling titles, 2 youth IMMAF world titles. This is his pro debut in his backyard, wrestling at Mountain View High School here in Arizona. Now, he has been in the MMA world, though, a little bit. There's a note that said he had his first MMA fight at age 11. I'm guessing it was in the backyard with some of his schoolmates.
That must have been a smoker.
And look at this.
Yeah,
Kaufmann comes in, single leg takedown, plants Jensen on the mat.
Kaufmann was doing well on the feet, utilizing his jab. He saw the opportunity for that single leg, and he dumped him very easily.
Quickly and easily. This is the first fight in over 2 years for Caleb Jensen, returning to the LFA for the 3rd time. First fight since September of 2023, but he comes in with a 1-1 record here in the LFA Octagon. A very tough striker. Grew up bull riding and playing football.
Caleb keeping that right underhook right there. Try to get a 100% sweep Kaufmann, but it's going to be tough to. Not only is he a credentialed wrestler, but when you're going against these young guys, Ron, these 18-year-olds, I mean, they don't have any neck pain. They don't have a stiff back. They're not
So
easy to submit.
Unlike us. And I still got a 0-0 record, so I don't know what I'm complaining about.
I can't even keep my voice. I lost my voice already.
This guy is playing hurt tonight, folks.
Always
Fighting
something.
through it.
Excuse me tonight if my voice goes out.
He is excited. He just he's keeping it in line. You don't want to.
Well, we had UFC 321 earlier today. We've
100%. You got very excited about that.
A phenomenal card tonight. A lot to look forward to. Kaufmann doing well on Thai. His nickname is Typhoon, but it's spelled like Thailand.
Pretty cool, right?
I'm assuming he's half Thai. It's got to be some type of. And I see some Thai letters on his right arm right there as well. So.
Training with Power MMA and now powering his way to mount. Delton Kaufmann has an opportunity to land some shots with Caleb Jensen on his back.
Kaufmann's in really good position, obviously in the mount, but you can tell that he's very comfortable here. He's not rushing it. It feels like he just wants to open up and land some big blows right now.
And those elbows are getting through. As we hit the 2-minute mark.
And he's already bloodied up Jensen.
Absolutely, those elbows cut him open. Now he's looking for the finish. Delton Kaufmann going to work. The future is truly now for 18-year-old high school student Delton Kaufmann, who earns a win in his professional MMA debut. And look at the sign of respect from 32-year-old Caleb Jensen. He's like, yeah, you know what? This kid, remember the name because he's going to be around a while.
That was impressive.
Delton Kaufmann training with the Power MMA team, led by, of course, the great Ryan Bader, former Bellator heavyweight champ. And look at this kid, man. Hopefully he has his homework finished so he can go out and celebrate his victory tonight.
Don't make me laugh tonight, Ron. I'm trying to keep my voice. That was an impressive performance, though. You know, he didn't rush into things. He took his time on the feet. When he saw the opportunity, he got an easy single leg dump. When he made his way to the mount right here, he waited for the right opportune moment to unload, get his opponent guarded up, go around those guards. And I mean, you saw him utilize those 12-6 elbows, really cut up his opponent. Great debut by the young man.
Still finishing high school, but as we mentioned, has back-to-back state wrestling titles.
That's got to be his time mother right there, I'm telling you.
Yes, the family celebrating the win for Delton Kaufmann. Let's get the official time inside to Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Gustav Gibson, calls a stop to this fight. 3 minutes, 8 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Delton Typhoon Kaufmann.
14 years younger than Caleb Jensen and Delton Kaufmann. A successful MMA pro debut for him. The high school state wrestling champion at Mountain View High School here in Arizona. This is what the LFA is all about, Alan. These young men having a huge opportunity, and Delton Kaufmann made the most of it tonight.
Certainly. I mean, big stage. You could see his mother, who I assume that they showed in the crowd. I mean, I think she's the one that wore all the stress tonight. He seemed pretty comfortable under the bright lights, and it's probably coming from that background in wrestling. You know, you got 150 wrestling matches in high school, only 2 losses throughout that. You can see he's a bright light type of performer.
Incredible, still finishing high school. Wonder where the kegger's gonna be at tonight. Great win for Delton Kaufmann, representing Mesa, Arizona. This is the LFA 220 preliminary bouts here live on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube.
From the bright lights of Dana White's Contender Series to the apex of the sport and the UFC Octagon, the path to MMA greatness runs through the LFA. Inside LFA is powered by OnlyFans. The numbers speak for themselves. In 2025 alone, 29 LFA alumni have signed with the UFC. 15 athletes out of 31 competing were signed through the Contender Series, and 14 called up directly to the UFC. That's nearly 3 fighters a month joining the big show. And once they're there, they deliver. LFA alumni have already claimed 122 UFC victories this year. 17 of those fighters headlined 15 UFC main events, proving the LFA builds stars built to shine at the highest level. With 38 UFC bonuses totaling nearly $2 million, LFA alumni aren't just winning, they're being rewarded for electrifying fans worldwide. 6 LFA veterans have already fought in title fights and for UFC gold this year, and the story isn't over yet. With several more UFC main events and another title fight on the horizon, the LFA's influence continues to grow stronger. From the LFA to the UFC, the journey for tomorrow's MMA stars continues. The numbers tell the story, but the fighters define the legacy. This is the LFA, where the future is now.
It's fall in Phoenix, where the desert cools, but the cage catches fire, and fighters are ready to rise like embers on the wind. In the main event, Casey Tanner returns, a ferocious featherweight forged in the fire of Arizona's fight scene. Explosive, composed, and chasing the kind of wind that puts gold within grasp. Across from him stands Michael Sear, our fearless finisher from the frozen north, bringing his own brand of precision and pressure to the desert stage. 2 warriors collide on course to greatness. Also returning to the LFA Octagon, the Natividad brothers are back, Kevin and Christian, bringing brotherhood, bloodlines, and bad intentions back to the LFA cage. Cal Estrada looks to reignite his run. Chance EK returns, ready to turn momentum into mayhem against all-action energy, Jordan Burkholder. And the ladies kick things off as Dora the Destroyer and Flora Hernandez are determined to light up the night under the Arizona lights. When the leaves fall in Phoenix, the fists fly in the LFA. LFA 220, live on UFC Fight Pass.
Second half of back-to-back middleweight bouts here. The LFA 220 preliminary bouts live on the LFA Fight Network, a matchup between Jarome Woodbury and David Gladfelter. Never too old, Alan. Jarome Woodbury returns to competition at age 41. David Gladfelter at 32 is 8 years younger. Gladfelter is a couple of inches taller, weighed in slightly heavier, and will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Once again, we go inside the LFA Octagon, and Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Middleweight division, brought to you tonight by Luxury Auto Collection, your exclusive pass to effortless luxury shopping. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu style fighter stands 6'4", weight in 185.6 pounds. He holds a professional record, 7 wins, 4 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout and 6 by way of submission. Representing Nick Guton's MMA, fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, David Shotgun Gladfelter. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a Vale Tudo style fighter standing 6'2", weight in 185 pounds. He holds a 7-1 professional record with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Proving Ground MMA and Legion MMA, fighting out of Surprise, Arizona, Mr. Nice Guy, Jarome Woodbury. Your referee, Gustav Gibson.
All right, fighters, went over the rules in the back. Follow the rules at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Go back to your corners.
All right, Alan. Well, there is David Gladfelter. He is taking on Jarome Woodbury after a 13-year layoff.
Wow.
Physical therapist Jarome Woodbury returns to the cage going for his 8th win in a row tonight. I mean, I guess he wanted to enjoy that 7-fight win streak. He was in no rush to get back, but his first fight since May of 2012.
Wow, right away, Woodbury's looking pretty fast, pretty sharp on the feet. We'll see how good his legs last. 41 years old. Not a lot of fighters still competing at that age.
Not at all. Looks pretty good. Took time off to get his doctorate and start a family. Good on him. 7-fight win streak.
He seems to be kind of having a little, I mentioned the legs, right? A little trouble with his footing here. I don't know if it's slipping or his legs giving out.
Well, he's got to watch holding that cage, too. He's going to...
Gladfelter gonna, looks like he's gonna finish this.
And we are hearing now that he goes by Jarome Woodbury.
Jarome?
That was not what we were told, but here we are.
Jarome with an O.
Sure. Making his LFA debut, though, representing Proving Ground MMA. 13-year layoff, as we said. That win was a decision victory against Jeremy Peterson in 2012. Gladfelter on the back. Jarome Woodbury.
Gladfelter staying on him pretty good right now. One hook's in, doesn't really feel the need to get both of the hooks in because he's not really feeling any resistance from Woodbury at the moment. Woodbury doing the right thing and you know, 2-on-1 fighting an arm. He just started trying to post up though. Find a way to wrestle his way up, putting his, there he goes, using the mat, using the fence rather.
Oh, sinks him back down as we're coming up on the midway point of this second round. Gladfelter.
Nice job escaping that hook.
Yeah. Gladfelter, a purple belt in BJJ's, won a couple of grappling tournaments, one back in July. And Woodbury back up on his feet.
Turn your hips. Right arm to his hip.
Gladfelter coming off of a 30-second guillotine in his last outing.
And now the fighters separate, and Woodbury stalking, attacks that lead leg of Gladfelter.
Gladfelter smiled after he checked that kick.
Double jab, move up. Slip up. Be ready. Use that right hand.
Dave, watch your back.
Be ready to circle. Use that right hand.
Woodbury, the purple belt in BJJ, says his style is Vale Tudo. Started training. I mean, this guy is a very interesting dude as he goes to work on that lead leg. Started training at age 23 to lose weight. Weighed over 300 pounds at the time. Look at him now, 41.
Yeah, it looks great.
Jab. You got a jab, Jarome. Hands up. Yes, in his face. Set it up. Double jab right hand. Double jab right hand kick.
Oh man, his leg's gonna be sore tomorrow though, Ron. Woodbury. He's thrown a lot of kicks and they've gotten checked. The majority of them.
Oh, and now a Gladfelter connecting with those strikes, Alan.
Yeah, predominantly a grappler.
Right.
Gladfelter. 6 submissions, only 1 knockout, but 100% finish rate.
Came in with 5 first-round finishes, 4 wins via rear naked chokes. Got a triangle choke victory as well.
Oh, another check right there on the inside.
He's to the cage. Get him in a clinch.
Coming up on 30 seconds to go, Jarome Woodbury and David Gladfelter. Gladfelter making it from Toms River, New Jersey.
I mean, Woodbury's inspiring 41-year-olds around the nation right now.
Without a doubt.
A 360 kick.
I mean, very impressive. Shakes off a low blow. Time winding down here in the opening round. We will move on to the second. So Jarome Woodbury will move on to the second round. Originally from Yokohama, Japan, and then Provo, Utah, and now living and fighting out of Surprise, Arizona. Representing Proving Ground MMA and Legion MMA. And let's look at the action. He ate that shot from Gladfelter early on.
Yeah, Gladfelter having some success on the feet. Here's that big kick by Woodbury towards the end of the round. Take another look at this, 41 years old. Said, I'm gonna go for it. This might be the last time I get in here. Who knows? Depends how this fight goes, but he's going for it here tonight is Jarome Woodbury.
And that man, 32-year-old David Gladfelter, coming in with a 7-4 record, 0-1 here in the LFA. Purple belt in BJJ, but coming off a 30-second round 1 guillotine win. That was the fastest finish of his career just 5 weeks ago. As Alan said, 100% of finishing rate for Gladfelter. Ron Kruk and Alan Joban with you from the Arizona Financial Theater, downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Capacity crowd as always. Nice shot to the ribs and kick from Gladfelter.
Circle off that. Circle.
Get us back to the cage.
Yep, jab him. Keep that jab in his face. Right hand over the top. Jab in his face, right hand over the top.
Fingers red.
Both fighters exchange kicks here in the center of the octagon. Make sure you are following the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting.
Woodbury, well, there's a couple punches, but he seems to like to kick from distance and then kind of kick to close into his punches. He doesn't like to lead with too many punches. I'd like to see him mix it up a little bit now and then, though. I think he's becoming a little bit predictable to Gladfelter with all the low kicks. There he goes.
There you go, mixing it up.
Yeah, very nice.
Just as you suggested, with some strikes in the kick.
As I mentioned in round 1, a lot of his low kicks got checked. I think Gladfelter was kind of seeing them coming and keeping that knee out, ready to check them.
Keep attacking that leg. He doesn't like it. We need to get it. Yes.
Woodbury's corner, the Proving Ground MMA and Legion MMA team. They're liking what they're seeing with those low kicks and attacking that calf.
Give me the face. Good. off the cage.
Are you a little surprised at this point that Gladfelter is not maybe putting his foot on the gas pedal a little bit and being a little bit more aggressive?
I was reserving my comments on that to see kind of what happened in this round, but same thing I was thinking. Woodbury's kind of shown what arsenal he has thus far. I don't think we're going to see too much more. At this point, I think Gladfelter could open up a bit more. I mean, he's definitely the younger guy, the taller guy. 100% finish rate. You think a lot of times the 100% finish rate type fighters are very aggressive, but he's kind of fighting reserve right now against Woodbury.
Sure. That little short left hook landed flush.
And then as we say that, it was like he's starting to open it up right here.
Yeah, he listened halfway through the second round.
Set up that leg again. Beautiful. Let's go to the outside. Double leg.
He likes to go low with those kicks and then high with the strikes.
If I was in Gladfelter's corner, I'd be telling him, you know he's going to kick eventually. Have the right hand chambered, counter the kick right away.
Right. Oh, spinning back fist from the 41-year-old.
You know, Woodbury just keeps proving us wrong. I said we've seen all that he has.
Right.
It's like they're listening to us tonight.
That's probably the storyline of his life, proving people wrong.
Yeah. Well done, well done.
So there was a lot of naysayers telling him, what are you doing getting back into the octagon and the LFA after 13 years away and 41 years old?
Well, I mean, it's certainly still anyone's fight.
Lateral movement, lateral.
A lot of kicks landed and checked, and nothing really substantial upstairs yet, though.
Lateral movement, on that leg again. The leg. Stay there. Lateral. Hey, Jarome, to the body. Yep.
13 years away, and looks like as we're under a minute to go in the second round, Jarome Woodbury might be going into the third round against the 32-year David Gladfelter. Backing Woodbury up, though. Nice inside leg kick from Gladfelter, known as shotgun.
Yeah, Gladfelter, he needs to let his right hand go. I don't see enough right hands for a guy that's 6'4". I don't have his reach in front of me, but
yeah,
he's a long guy.
2-inch reach advantage. And you're right, a couple inches taller in the height.
He should be lacing that right hand just straight down the pipe.
Back him up, Dave. Back him up.
Training at Nick Cantone MMA in Toms River, New Jersey.
Oh.
Home of one Frankie Edgar.
Nice job, Woodbury, once again with the spinning back fist.
And we will move on to round number 3, LFA Middleweight Division. Coming up next, our third and final LFA 220 preliminary bout. Lívio Ribeiro, 4-0, taking on Richard Mahan, 3-1 record, and there's a good shot at Jarome Woodbury, known as Mr. Nice Guy, as we check out the highlights of that second round, Alan.
Yeah, both guys starting to land a bit more, picking up the pace. It was almost like they were listening to our commentary, Ron, as we were kind of pointing things out. You start seeing Woodbury opening up the can of tricks right here. 2 spinning back fists in that round. Gladfelter having his moments as well. This really could be a closely contested fight. Anybody's round going into this third round. Anybody's fight, rather.
Well, the cardio will be tested of the 41-year-old Jarome Woodbury. First fight in 13 years.
When you're getting towards the cage. Round 3. Good high awareness. Meet him in the middle. Go, Dave. Circle. Yes.
And right away, Gladfelter comes back and attacks that calf.
He's going to rush in. That's it.
Gladfelter looking for his first win in the LFA. And same for Woodbury.
Dave, watch when he's bladed. Watch out when he's bladed.
Just been impressed with Woodbury, though. The technique, Alan. He's breaking out a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen it all in the first round. I said that, and
next thing he's in spinning back fists.
He's a guy. I mean, it's been how long since his last fight?
13 years.
13 years. So you never know what kind of tricks he had before or what he's been working on in the meantime.
Never too old.
That leg is hurt, coach. That leg is hurt, coach. Let's go. Yes.
Oh, I think that's the thing that's getting Woodbury in trouble in this fight, though, is throwing too many lead low kicks, naked kicks, without anything in front of it, without any punches. Trying to chop the legs. Sorry about that, Ron. Trying to chop the legs of Gladfelter. But it's the third round now. It's kind of like you have to put those dividends in early in the fight, hopefully slow them down. At this point,
of course,
I'd be doing what he just did, throwing big punches, trying to sit somebody down. But he was throwing those low kicks without any setup, and it's going to allow Gladfelter to go down the pipe with the right hand down the middle.
Maybe a little surprising that David Gladfelter coming in with 6 submission wins, purple belt and BJJ, 4 wins via rear naked choke. Hasn't tried to get this fight to the ground.
We saw it a little bit in the first round. Haven't seen anything more since then.
Both fighters landing here in the third, but not doing a lot of damage. Low kick. And now Woodbury being the aggressor, pushing Gladfelter back.
Lateral. Circle right now. Circle. Next time he's there.
Close fight as we come up to the halfway point of the final round. Jarome Woodbury looking to get a win. 13 years in the making.
Woodbury's corner calling for the body kick or head kick.
Don't just stay there. Keep movement.
Warning about the fingers to Woodbury. We don't want to see any more eye pokes.
No, that's the theme of the day. Very disappointing. Surreal gone and Tom Aspinall ending in a no contest if you haven't seen it.
Very unfortunate.
Gone with the accidental finger poke, and the champ, Tom Aspinall, unable to continue. So rematch coming, Alan.
I hope so.
Don't just stay there.
We're coming up on 90 seconds.
Don't let him get comfortable.
Third round. I mean, Woodbury has 4 knockouts on his resume. See if he can put something together here.
Go, Dave. Don't just stay there. Lateral. Lateral movement. Lateral. Don't just stay there.
1 minute to go.
Don't just wait.
Second of 3 LFA 220 preliminary bouts on the LFA Fight Network. Select preliminary bouts air before the main card, before every LFA event. UFC Fight Pass is your exclusive home of the Legacy Fighting Alliance. Top of the hour, the big, nice exchange here. It's coming up on 30 seconds, but top of the hour, Casey Tanner and Michael Sear, 2 top bantamweights, will face off in the main event. Stack card, the return of the Natividad brothers, Christian and Kevin. Sign up today at UFCFightPass.com.
Regardless the results of this fight, impressive enough to see Jarome Woodbury, 41 years old, 13 years away, come back and take Gladfelter to the decision.
And finishes strong, backs him up. 41-year-old Jarome Woodbury raising his hands. He believes he got a victory. Hey, very impressive after a 13-year layoff. It wasn't like he was not doing anything. You could tell he has been training. He looks physically incredible. Took time to get his doctorate and start a family. There he is. The fans here, I can hear them yelling. It's a big crowd for Mr. Woodbury, known as Mr. Nice Guy.
I can see it.
Well, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The LFA family supports the global campaign to raise awareness about breast cancer, promote early detection, and support research and treatment. So many of us being touched by breast cancer. It's so important to learn about the signs and symptoms. Get regular mammograms and self-exams. Please support breast cancer research and organizations. Touched me. I lost my mom, Barbara, to breast cancer. I know so many others have been affected by this disease as well. The LFA supports a Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Judges have calculated their scores. Let's go inside the octagon and get the official decision. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score this bout the same. 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Jarome Woodbury.
Worth the wait, Alan, after a 13-year layoff.
Look at that.
Jarome Woodbury successfully returns to MMA and earns his 8th consecutive win. First inside of the LFA octagon. The supporters here are going nuts at the Arizona Financial Theater for Mr. Nice Guy. What a great story. We looked at his picture on Tapology earlier in the week, and he looked like a gym teacher. He's actually a physical therapist. Nothing wrong with gym teachers, just saying. Had a nice buttoned-up collared shirt. But Mr. Nice Guy was all business here tonight, Alan.
I mean, I feel like everybody's going to start coming out of retirement now, Ron. I don't know what he just started. Not me, though.
Are you coming back? Is that a little tease?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, come on. Well, 2 top prospects with identical 8-1 records face off in tonight's LFA 220 main event as Arizona product Casey Tanner throws down with Washington State's Michael Sear.
A lot of family, friends, students, and just a lot of support here, so I love fighting in AZ. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Hey guys, I'm Casey Tanner. I'm fighting in the main event tonight, LFA 220, and I'm excited to fight in front of my home crowd. I love training with Henry. Yeah, he's been around. We've been together for 10 years and been a part of each other's training camps. I'm grateful to have him there and just to pick his brain and learn from him.
That's a perfect fight.
Wow, 100%.
I think I'm one of the more well-rounded fighters out there in the bantamweights. Wherever this fight goes, I'm comfortable.
Casey Tanner!
I'm just going to be undeniable, so whatever I got to do, if it's fight again, fight for the title, win the belt, I want to fight the best in the world, and I'm ready for that.
Still unbeaten in MMA and sporting one of the best mullets in the sport as well.
I'm Michael the Mullet Sear, fighting main event of LFA 220. I played a lot of baseball growing up and liked the mullet hairstyle for that. It looks good with a hat sometimes, but decided to do it in MMA and it stuck. To be in the spotlight, it'll really advance the career quite a bit. It's coming down to Phoenix, we're real close, taking it like the rest of the fights and having a good time. I've been a main event a couple of times, just not quite this big of a stage, so.
He said he'd love to go for a twister. He's in a twister position.
I've got a 100% finish rate. Like I said, the 1 knockout, but then 7 submissions. So I'm looking to keep that going. I mean, I don't care which round it comes in, but we're looking at all times for a finish.
Michael Sear!
I like to be exciting, but also be exciting in the end of the fight and really have a dominant victory.
That is the main event of LFA number 220 here live at the Arizona Financial Theater in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Home cage advantage, Alan, for wrestler Casey Tanner. He's going for his 3rd win in a row. Back-to-back victories, both with the LFA. 1 submission, 1 decision. He's won 8 of 9.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just really a complete fighter. This is his only loss right here. This is Dana White Contender Series where I mean, he really showed Jean Matsumoto, who's killing it in the UFC right now, how good he is. He can wrestle, he can strike, he's very strong, he's very strong-minded, and he really feels at this point in his career, he not only deserves to be in the UFC, but he is UFC caliber talent. He's ready to do anything he needs to do to get there. On the other side of things, though,
riding a 4-fight win streak, grappler Michael Cyr gets main event honors in his first LFA appearance in over 3 years. We're seeing him strike here, and there's the takedown. He's so dangerous on the ground.
Oh my goodness. I mean, this is one of my favorite fighters to watch. You know, it's a pleasure anytime you get to call one of his fights because he breaks out these types of tricks. You know, you'll see him throw up twisters and rubber guard and all kinds of leg locks. He's not afraid to stand and trade, but he gets it done on the ground.
One of the Fighting Natividad brothers in action tonight. Christian Natividad looks to keep his perfect record intact tonight and win his 8th straight.
Christian was the kind of guy in the background for a while. Now he's the guy top of the card. He's doing his thing. Another one of these complete fighters that I keep talking about, Ron. The only thing that's been kind of evading him has been the finishes, but you see when he does finish, he has real power. He feels like tonight will be the night. He made a change in camps, looking solely for that finish tonight.
Yeah, he's on a mission to get that finish. His older brother, Kevin Natividad, returns after 3 fights in the UFC, makes his 6th LFA appearance. This is his first, though, since LFA 85 in 2020.
Yeah, Kevin fighting on the same card as his brother, had a stint in the UFC. Didn't go his way, but he feels like there were just opportunities there with split decision losses or early stoppages and jitters in the UFC. He's ready to right that wrong, come back to his home grounds of the LFA and prove how good he is once again.
Get in on the action at DimeBit Casino and Sportsbook. Scan the QR code to check out the latest action and odds at DimeBit. And a big favorite, Casey Tanner, the hometown hero, coming in at minus 714.
Wow.
The comeback on Michael Cyr, I'd say a very live dog, at plus 385. DimeBit Casino and Sportsbook. We are now set for our 3rd and final preliminary bout, and the tail of the tape is powered by Shred Pizza. Unbeaten, Lívio Ribeiro is 32-3-1. Richard Mahan, 1 year younger. Ribeiro is 4 inches taller and has a massive 6.5-inch reach advantage in this one. Back inside, here's Mike.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Flyweight division, brought to you tonight by Strad Pizza. Slices, cones, and cars located in Scottsdale. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This grappler stands 5'3", weight in 125.2 pounds, yields a 3-1 professional record with 2 wins coming by way of submission. Representing Yuma Grit, fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, Richard the Grappler Mahan. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a jiu-jitsu style fighter, standing 5'7", weight in 126 pounds, he holds an undefeated record, 4 wins, 0 defeats, with 3 of those wins coming by way of submission. Representing the MMA Lab, fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, by way of Bacabal, Maranhão, Brazil, Lívio Ribeiro. Your referee in charge in action, Joe Coca.
Fighters have been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times and obey my commands at all times. I expect a clean, fair fight. Go back to your corners and wait for the bell.
Richard Mahan is the underdog according to our odds coming in. Plus 300, and Lívio Ribeiro, the undefeated 4-0 fighter with the red tape. He is a minus 500 favorite, but it's Mahan who is the aggressor here early, Alan.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Takedown.
Both of these guys are black belts, Ron, but Ribeiro not afraid to go inverted and work these type of leg locks. In a dangerous position already is Mahan.
Back up. Sit back on him.
Ribeiro does this in a lot of his fights. He's looking for the toe hold right now. He'll go inverted and start fishing for different leg locks. Oh, counter toe hold right here. You don't see this very often in MMA.
Not at all, but Ribeiro he is cut open.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a headbutt or something, an entry, a strike on the entry. Nonetheless, he's got to deal with some blood while he's on his back.
couple submission wins for Mahan. Both coming by rear naked choke. And look at this chess match right now.
Ribero's trying to take the back right here, trying to invert through the legs of Mahan.
Get around. Get up, get up, get up. Stay on top, stay heavy.
Yeah, if he could get his knees through. Oh, he lost position, finds himself inverted again.
Stay set, stay set, stay set.
Fighter from Brazil, Ribeiro. 3 victories by submission. He's got a triangle armbar, and a toe hold as well. Look at this.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Spiked him down. I mean,
almost like the pile driver.
Yeah. I haven't seen that much either before. I mean,
man, that was pretty crazy.
So I believe it is illegal to spike someone on their head if you're holding them in that, but it was Ribeiro who was holding himself in that position with the body lock.
And now Ribeiro has the back of Mahan.
Oh my goodness, he might finish this, Ron.
Sinking in another rear naked choke. Looking for his
Mahan needs to address the choke. He needs to let go of the legs right now. Oh, wow. Re-guarded around him. Look at the flexibility here. He's going to finish this, Ron. I can't believe he's not out.
I can't either. Somehow, Richard Mahan is hanging on. Lívio Ribeiro looking for a rear naked choke and his 4th submission win.
Mahan is
oh my gosh.
Crazy submission defense right here.
And he couldn't hold on any longer. Lívio Ribeiro with the blood on the side of the face pulls the Alex Pereira celebration and remains undefeated.
My goodness, I've never seen a rear naked choke so locked in and go for so long. Mahan was fighting the legs. I was shocked. I was wondering why he wasn't addressing the choke. It's because he's got this superhuman type of choke defense.
Yes.
Inevitably, though, you get a high-level jiu-jitsu practitioner like Ribeiro, he's going to find a way to finish it. Did so tonight. He looked very good. Funny exchanges, though, in this matchup between the 2 black belts.
One of several fighters representing the MMA lab in Glendale, Arizona, under the great head coach John Crouch and Benson Henderson and so many others. Let's start with
take a look at this, Ron.
The cut, the knee to the side of the head, Alan.
He needs himself. The weight of Mahan kind of brought the knee down on Ribeiro. That's where the cut came from. Scramble ensues. You see him take the back so quickly. Now watch this. He's got it pretty locked in. It might be on the chin, but you can still finish this. He repositions the legs, stays on him. Mahan still is not really fighting the choke. He's fighting the feet. I mean, this is a long squeeze. He slams him, and this squeeze is still happening. Normally, a squeeze is about 3 seconds. I mean, we're going into 10 or 15 seconds now.
It seemed like an eternity.
An eternity, and not even fighting the hands during this squeeze. I can't believe this choke went this long. You can see right here, all but done. Mahan forced the tap.
Yeah, give Mahan credit for hanging in there. But another submission win for Lívio Ribeiro. No judges' scorecards necessary. Closes the show here. The LFA 220 preliminary bouts, here on the LFA Fight Network. Let's get the official time one more time inside to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Joe Coca calls a stop to this fight. 2 minutes, 36 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Lívio Ribeiro.
BJJ World Champion Lívio Ribeiro stays perfect, reels off his 5th straight victory and his 4th first round finish. A beautiful, beautiful submission by the 32-year-old from Brazil, now living and training here in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, thank you for watching the LFA 220 preliminary bouts on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Select preliminary bouts air before every main card on the LFA Fight Network. Follow the promotion on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting. Coming up at the top of the hour, the LFA 220 main card on UFC Fight Pass. Casey Tanner taking on Michael Sear. That is your main event. For my broadcast partners, Mike Kendall and Alan Joban, I'm Ron Kruk. We will see you over on UFC Fight Pass.
This is as real as it gets, and it's mind-blowing.
I love everything about that fight.
These are the moments that the fighters live for. I can't wait. Kicked him in the face. Rose.
We will all witness a piece of UFC history.
Unbelievable.
You're sitting home watching this, and you just go, holy shit.
The double tap does what he wants.
Master, teach me Kung Fu.
One of the most epic fights.
There's nothing I do better in this life than fighting.
Unbroken, baby. This team is unbroken.
We have a sport with some of the best athletes in the world.
Boom!
One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see!
Oh!
The UFC has never been stronger.
It does not get any better. That looks good.
This is a crazy sport, ladies and gentlemen.